Well, it's the Premier League season. It's the first game today, Manchester United versus Fulham. Nah, I'll be honest, I'm very excited for this game, but I'm also a bit apprehensive to be like pushing for us to just dominate this game because there's still with Ten Hag. Be honest, my honest opinion. I thought he should have gotten sacked last season, but we're here. He's got a 1 year extension plus one. Ineos are here. There's some criticism early in the window that people don't like that they took so long to sign people after doing Xerxes and Euro really quickly. But you got to understand how much money we had available. PSR, we had to sell to buy. It's not. It's just as easy as just saying, "Oh, I have the money, just put it on the table." Then anybody would buy every player they want. But we're here. We just signed Delit a few days ago, signed Mazraoui, so I don't want to hear any more excuses for Ten Hag not having the back line that he wants to be able to play the football that he thinks he can play at the highest level. Now, I will say, from a fan perspective, the midfield is still an issue. It's still unbalanced. It lacks legs, and all of it is going to depend on how the coaching staff structures the team, so we don't get run through like we did against the teams like Fulham, like Brighton, like Wolves, and even bigger teams like City. They're just passed straight through as 1-2 passes, and they're already in our final third, and we're just running back up and down the pitch. And I like what we did in preseason with the 4-2-4, holding the middle of the pitch, squeezing it tight to make sure that they go on the outside. But it's still Ten Hag at the end of the day, so I don't know how excited to get or how enjoying I can get. But the what I'm looking forward to the season is seeing how he can make up for his mistakes. He didn't play Ahmad for a long period of time. Even though he's injured, he was available for all the 2024 onward in the season. He didn't play him much until he was forced to play him. So we'll see if he's going to start him, which, it'd be actually diabolical if he doesn't start because he performed so well in preseason. But we've seen Sancho perform well in Fast 9 last year and he didn't play. But I think he'll still start him today. Um, I'm thinking about how he's going to utilize the team, how high he's going to push the line because he has the team, whether they can handle, because we got beat by Fulham before and they created a lot of chances and attacks, and they got pace with Adama Traore. They got technical ability with Iwobi and with Muniz. And now they got Emmitt Smith Rowe, who's been playing very well in preseason. So it's going to be really interesting to see how he deals with this in defense and how he structured it. Whether he may choose a different structure because we're not playing against City. They do utilize the midfield more now. So what is he going to do with that? And next is, how is he going to line up the team? Is Xerxes going to play? Because he said in his press conference that he needs more game minutes to get up to fitness of Premier League level. So does that mean he's going to start, or does that mean he's just going to bring him off the bench? Because there could be two scenarios. We could be dominating. We could be up 3-0 and he just subs them on and he doesn't start them. And he gets his minutes in the second half. Or we could be struggling and he brings them on and he's going to put them on and get some minutes when we're struggling, which he probably won't do that. He's just going to play the team for 70, 80 minutes and then bring them on in the last minute to get a goal. Is he going to sub on? Is there going to be a debut for Collier to come off the bench? We know Amos. I don't know if he's in the squad. I don't think he's in the traveling squad. I'm not sure, but I don't think he'll get any minutes. He'll probably, if one fullback's tired, he'll swap, have someone play left back. We don't really have depth in each. Well, he might play him, so it doesn't. It's going to be interesting, but I'm excited for today because I want to see how well Delit and Mazraoui integrate because they're top level players who played for some of the best teams in the world. Winning mentality. They've won Delit's won everywhere he's gone. Mazraoui has won consistently at Bayern. So They are focused. Basically, you heard on the president. They're focused on winning. They want to win. They want to help Manchester United get back to winning ways where we're supposed to be. It's going to be really interesting to see how he mixes in the youth with the experience. How he's going to another big question mark is how is Ten Hag going to rotate the team, and how is he going to get the best out of players from people that haven't been, because the Euros really messed up with his training tactics to go all throughout the summer and bring them for preseason. So they haven't gotten much experience playing in training with the team for a long period of time. But for the rest of the team, it's not really many excuses to say you don't have a lot of your team because they've been with you. All these guys have been with you for 2 years. So they know your tactics. They know what you want to do. The pressing structure might be a bit different, but everything else, the way you want to play, you've been trying to instill it for 2 years. So this is the year. And my expectation for the season is we should be in the top four. I say we should be in third. We were in third the first season. We went drop to eighth because of tactics, because of injuries, because of a lot of different factors that weren't going well. But now we have more players. We still need to get Ugarte over the line. Don't get it twisted. We need to get a midfielder. And if we could get another midfielder on top, I don't think that's going to happen. We're probably going to loan in a left back too because I think we need more cover in that area. Because Shaw being out again, oh my days. I really hope no one. I wish him the best wherever he goes next, but I don't think anyone should defend him still being a part of this club and where we're trying to go next. Bruno getting a new contract is fine. I don't see too much. I don't rate him as highly as people, but I don't think he's a bad player. I just think that he's very rash and very, what's the word? Compulsive in his passing, where he has habits that just repeat itself. So I'm wondering if they can train the habits out of him so he's more composed on the ball. And the passes he makes are only. You can be creative in the final third, that's fine, but losing the ball in the middle of the pitch when you have an easy pass to connect the teammates. Oh, Bruno, he can get that out of Bruno for this season. Um, Manchester United, hopefully, I think we should be winning the Europa League as well. I think we should be doing both of those things. I don't think there's any more excuses. We've done the injury thing. We've done they're not used to his tactics. It takes years to get into it. We've got to win multiple things, trophies, and we got to get to the top. Like, we're not going to win the league. Don't get it twisted. That's not this season. Next season, if we can get the right players in, if we can get that top four spot, we can compete for the league. That's not a question. I feel that we'll be good enough and we'll have the talent, and competing for the league is where we should be at next season in his fourth year. But this year, well, he could be sacked by the fourth year, so I don't know. Oh my gosh, it's mixed emotions with this team because I think that Rashford has a lot to prove as well, just like Ten Hag has a lot to prove. Ahmad, this is a big season. I hope he gets a contract extension because we can't just lose a talented right winger that we haven't had this whole time. Even if we give him an extension and give him a long-term contract, and then we get someone else to go and compete with him on that right side, or we have Garnacho compete on the right side. We bring a new left winger because I hope Sancho does well, but partially I hope he does well because I want his value to go up. So if we can sell him next year, his value will be higher. But I also want him to do well. So if he is chosen to stay and he gets a rework contract, then it could work because he's still a very young player, still a very talented player. So it's going to be very interesting to see how he utilizes the team. So I'm excited. Fulham at 12 o'clock PST, 8 o'clock British Standard Time. It's going to be one to watch out for. And if we get beat and it's not close, then you'll see me later. And it won't be a very friendly sight because we shouldn't be losing to Fulham, respectfully. Fulham has some good players, but their midfield is nothing to be over ecstatic about. They have some good attacking players, but their defense lost some mainstays in the team. and they're dealing with a new defense. So we should take advantage of their inexperience playing, and we should be able to get a result against Fulham. I'm going for a 3-0 win. I was going to say 3-1 because it's a new backline, but I'm going to stick to my gut, and I'll go 3-0. I think we're going to beat them. I think we're going to get better possession. I think we're going to press them in their half. We're going to win the ball back, and we're going to score goals. And maybe if we can get enough of a score line up, then we can get more people, like if Harry Amos is in the squad, to get some minutes under his belt so he has experience playing in the Premier League and get his debut. Toby Collier can come on, get some experience. And it's going to be very interesting to see who's next if Toby Collier and who else could come up from the academy and get to the next level and playing in the first team or get some first team minutes. I'm very excited for the season. But, he has a lot to prove. First 10 games, it's just wait and see. Wait and see, and we're going to be waiting. Good luck to Manchester United. Go Reds. Oh, man, it's so difficult because I want to be excited, but I'm still apprehensive about the coach. I'm still hesitant to believe in the coach because I know that he can pull out some madness when we get into this game, and whether he can adapt in with these new, because there's a lot of talented teams. West Ham upgraded. Aston Villa is a good team. City, of course, Arsenal's up there. Liverpool, even though they just have Arne Slot and they missed out on Zubi. Oh man, there's still many good teams that are going to have to compete with to get to that top four spot. Newcastle's playing one game a week, and I think that's going to be a benefit to them. That they don't have to compete in many competitions, and they can just worry about filtering, rotating their squad because they got a decent first 11. The bench isn't that like up there in top quality, but it's still okay. Chelsea is an interesting team, but I still think they have a lot of quality. Whether they can put it together, Enzo Maresca get the best out of them, I don't think they can. He will be able to, but we'll see if he can adapt to the league. But I don't think he will be able to. And it's either Ten Hag or Enzo Maresca who gets sacked this season, maybe. It depends on how bad Chelsea do. If it's just a struggle, they'll give them a season. But if they actually can't put it together and they're just can't develop a consistent amount of wins and a play style that is good for the health of Chelsea fans, uh, oh man, it's going to be a very fun season. I just can't wait to see what he has in store. But Reds, we'll see you at 12 o'clock we'll be here for the watch along. Man United versus Fulham. And we'll see who starts and we'll see how Ten Hag plots the team. All right. Peace.